What's going on, team? It's your boy G, aka Janato Sensei. We back at it with the first episode, man, of Sensei Reacts. This is our new series for reactions, first impressions, and basically just the newest addition to the repertoire, man. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Today we're gonna be talking about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, bro, the new Marvel series that just dropped on Disney Plus, man. So I've talked about this on my podcast prior, to watching the first episode, and this is not going to be a live reaction today, but I will do live reactions for other things such as trailers, and y'all know how we do things. But it's going to be a little different. It's going to be a lot cooler, and just, we're going to really take these reactions to the next level, man. So definitely stay tuned for it, man. Hit that sub button, y'all know the vibes. But let's get right into it, man. So as I know from the podcast, man, I've talked about the Winter Soldier after seeing some of the trailers and gave my expectations on this show prior to watching it, and they weren't very high. I didn't think it was going to be a bad thing. I don't think Marvel can make anything really bad per se, but I just felt like there's not a lot to work with these characters specifically. Wanda herself has a deep history, a lot that can be covered, so her series makes perfect sense, right? But with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, yes, they're sub characters, but to me they don't have a lot of depth to them as far as at least a combo together. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they could turn into being best friends, now that their best friend has passed away, or we don't really actually know if he actually died yet, but we assume that he died. We don't know where he at, but we know that he got old in Endgame, and he passed down the shield to the Falcon, who in this episode gives it back to the government or the Smithsonian. That's how pretty much they're establishing what's going to happen. So not only is there a new big bad, but there's a new quote-unquote hero. Same thing they did with White Vision. As soon as you give the government something, they're going to use it for whatever means that they have. Now, we have no idea how powerful this new Captain America is. I'm not really too hyped about him per se. I'm more hyped about just this new entity that we are being promised at this point, who seem to have genetically enhanced abilities, from what we've seen in this first episode. But as far as the characters themselves, I'm not really buying the whole, not necessarily broken family, but estranged family that the Falcon has, from not only just being gone for 5 years because he was a part of the blip, but also just because it's yes, it could be considered authentic, but I'm not really feeling the authenticity of it right now. They're using a lot of terms that are not played out, but it's just don't hit the same, out of pocket, things like that, things that we're not necessarily used to the Falcon going through, and maybe that'll grow as we go along. But as far as them establishing this first episode, it came off corny to me, and that just might be me. You know what I'm saying? I might just be a hater. But that's just me. That's just my thoughts on it. I think Bucky has a lot more interesting story, but he is the sidekick, but he's second tier in the show. Not only just in the title, but just in all the graphics and stuff. But his story is a lot more interesting to me, just because the emotions that he feels are you can see it on him, bro. You can see it really affecting him, not just only in the nightmares that he's have, but just how much he has been through that we don't know about, the relationship that he's going to have with this therapist and stuff like that. I think that's interesting. Maybe that's just because I just finished watching Mr. Robot recently, and that was a whole thing with multiple personalities, but it's just a lot more interesting than rebuilding or getting close again with your relatives and saving the family business. I'm not really feeling that right now. Maybe later on, but just not right at this moment. This is literally just how I'm feeling right after this first episode. Now, as far as the action scenes, obviously we knew that was going to be great. Marvel always does good with those, but I could see this joint getting very repetitive, bro. And for the Falcon specifically, to go from fighting aliens to struggling to fight again, I mean, he didn't really struggle, but he was it was just, I don't know. I feel like he should have been able to do what he did a lot faster. I think they're gonna have to draw it out more just to see all the new things that he can do. He hasn't had an upgrade in a while. I can't see him getting an upgrade in a while, but I just, I can see it just getting very repetitive. Whereas the Winter Soldier, it's a lot more theatrical. He has a lot more to work with. The possibilities are not necessarily endless, but we just know what he can do. You know, we see like he had a whole movie about him being the villain. So, you know, it's just levels to it right now, and we're still waiting to see, you know, who the Falcon is really going to be at this point. So, as far as like, you know, establishing the big bad with another entity, you know, that we don't really know that much about, other than there's been uprisings, and you know, somebody somewhere has a big plan, and you know, we still have to see who that is and what they're about. Other than that, you know, the new Captain America, I could have seen that coming. I don't know who actually is going to be this symbol. You know, is he really going to be another Captain America? They're going to implement him into the military? Like, we don't know, because we all know Steve Rogers started off as just like, you know, a symbol, like, but now since, you know, the Falcon didn't want to take up the mantle, they're giving it to somebody else, especially when they gave it with the shield, and that hit them different. And I feel like that was like one of the first moments where I actually believed, you know, that he was upset by it, and just like, you know, I just want to be a believer, bro. Make me believe it, you know, make me believe it. But other than that, man, I don't really have anything else. Let me know in the comment section what you guys thought of the first episode, man, and if you're excited for anything else coming up soon. More reactions coming soon, man. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button down below for your boy. Subscribe to the channel for more, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video, man. You know the vibes. Always keep growing, keep going. It's me, your boy G. I'm gone. Peace.